Good morning, welcome to Morning Review. This is Kim speaking on Friday, the 26th of August. So, looking at the market, starting off with the euro dollar, and yesterday, as expected, really, I had the thought that we may stay pretty much within the range of the previous day's bar, which was just the case. Rallying up at the moment, but possibly running into a bit of resistance into this 4-hourly 34. Back into the middies, just sitting there. Again today, almost expecting not necessarily an inside bar now, of course, but until news, the Jackson Hole Summit speaker, Janet Yellen, comes onto play, I'm expecting really that we could well just sit there a bit consolidated. Now we do have the daily pivot below us on the euro, so there is the potential for it to draw back down towards that sort of level at 1280. Certainly a possibility. I mean, it's not a million miles away anyway. It's the market's quite pinched effectively. Range was very tight yesterday for most of the day, and as I say, it did hold up in the end, but quite a large periods of consolidation. Looking at the pound dollar, again, I'm not expecting major price action until Yellen speaks, really. Now we're sitting there between the monthly pivot and the daily 50s, looking like it's going to come down to meet price. As long as it sits there, I see it as a target for a lot of traders. They'll be looking at that, looking to push up and get that price action in and move towards that 50. Now, of course, when Yellen speaks later on, all moving averages could be shot out of the water, depending on how dovish or hawkish you may be. Some of the markets are really thinking it'll be pretty status quo sort of comments, and it's very much sitting on the hedge. But we will see. Anyway, it is generally a quiet trading period this week and next. Normally, next week may liven up towards the end as we get non-farm payrolls coming through, but we've got bank holiday this coming Monday. So it's the last opportunity that a lot of traders have before the scores go back and things liven up in September, hopefully. So for now, as I say, with cable pushing up at this juncture, it's looking relatively strong. And what we're seeing here, it's already caught daily pivot. Now, break of this trend line, could just come back and test the 21s, the hourly 21s, and find some support of those. At the moment, it's looking quite favourable for the potential of the daily R1 being hit, but again, I'm just looking at this thinking, well, there's the potential of it just consolidating, maybe even running sideways for some time. We saw this yesterday between sort of 7 o'clock, and it actually started moving down about 11 o'clock, but very consolidated price action running through there, having run off the 60-21s. So, yeah, I'm expecting a relatively modest morning, but could be completely wrong there. The yen has really followed suit in these markets. You see how small the range of the previous day's candle was, and it's just staying in this wedge. Little else to say on this at the moment. The range yesterday was probably the smallest for some time, taking the average true range down quite some way now. As it dropped down to is from the sort of 160s back in the beginning of August, down to sort of the one sort of mark, 100 pips a day. So really dropping off there at the moment. Say 60-minute point of view, well, daily pivot's already hit almost into the S1. Still looking and favouring the downside potential here, but of course Yellen could change all that. But I'm still looking at this bigger picture really from the trends here, and sort of expecting potential sell-off, and we'll see if this breaks down. Okay, Aussie dollar. Again, pretty much almost a complete inside day yesterday. It just pipped out earlier on, but it's pushing up this morning at the moment, just running to the 4-hourly 50. again, looking at the alleys, to me, this is looking like it's had yet another attempt to push on, and it's failing. So we could be looking yet. I don't think that daily pivot's quite been caught. So there's a potential for it to drift on down that way. Yeah, not much else to say on the Aussie dollar. The Canadian dollar, well, before I do that, I just need to look at oil and look at the bigger picture in oil, and it has consolidated around this phase again. So, even oil's consolidating as we sit here at the moment, looking a little bit more possibly bullish from where it is. It's still in this sort of bull flag on this daily chart here. Not looking, I don't know, with the lower highs, lower lows, possibly doesn't look so attractive from a shorter time frame, but certainly sitting there bully, more erring to the bull side, which could see the Canadian dollar obviously roll down. Now, there's not a lot of clues here. You can see again the ranges have dropped down. The average true range has dropped down on the daily aspect, which is to be expected, as I say, as we roll through this month and towards the end of this month. Short term, well, it looks like we clipped the daily pivot. It was certainly close enough, so that hasn't really given us a target. We've already seen the S1 hit. Maybe it may offer some sell opportunities into the 60.21. So that's where we are. That's pretty much it for me. I wish you a good trading day, and hopefully Yellen will bring us some good volatility later in the day. Bye for now.